This is Jason with Tuna Tech, and today I've got something that puts the definition of ultra into an ultra phone. Okay, so my last video, we talked about this, the Poco X7 Pro, which is a Xiaomi-based phone that's a mid-range, lower mid-range, around $400. Good phone for what it is. Actually, a fantastic phone for what it is. But today, we go to the opposite side of the spectrum. We go to the 15 Ultra. So you're thinking, what in the world? So this is Xiaomi's flagship. I had the 14 Ultra last year. This is very similar to that. But what makes this unique is its camera system and its colors. Now, the colors it comes in are white, black, or silver chrome. The silver chrome has some unique aesthetics. It looks like a camera, and it has a little branding of Ultra on the back, which the other ones do not have. Like every typical flagship phone, this runs a Snapdragon Elite, 8 Elite, I should say. This phone is the epitome of an ultra phone. Pretty much, I say this with quotations, pretty much every feature you can think of. There are some, I'm sure, some downsides. No phone is perfect. Not even iPhone users can say their phones are perfect. Storage options are 16 gig 512 or 16 gig 1 terabyte. It has LPDDR5X, so super fast, and UFS storage 4.1. As you can see, like the Poco phone, Xiaomi Hyper OS right down here, if you can see that. Very basic box. Has Ultra in this cursive-like writing, which you'll see on the back of the phone, I'm sure, or somewhere on the phone. And then, like I said, just some regular 15 branding. So again, this is a very unique phone. It's got a 6.73 WQHD display that is 3200 max nits at ultra bright display. That's crazy. That's super bright. That means in the sun, this thing will be very easily viewed. It also has 1920 hertz PWM dimming for those who sensitive to flicker, and it does all this typical HDR10, Dolby Vision, all that stuff most flagships have at this price point. Well, at the price point, this is not available in the US, and I am here in the US. You can import this through Amazon UK, through the Xiaomi website in UK, or you know, eBay, other people out there selling it, and you can import it. But just to import this, or just the price, is around $1,500, which sounds extreme and sounds crazy. Before we end this video, this is a quick unboxing and first look. I'll show you what Xiaomi was actually including with that price, so it wasn't as bad of a sting. So either way, the rear cameras are the show stoppers, I guess you could say. They're the main thing of this phone. It's got a Leica Summilux optical lens, and it has a Leica 23mm main camera, which is 50 megapixel LYT 900 image sensor. It's a 1-inch sensor. Has all your, you know, OIS, all that stuff. Then the Ultra telephoto is a 200 megapixel Leica, and it's got an OIS. Then it's got a floating telephoto, which is 70 millimeters. It's a 50 megapixel. The ultra wide, 50 megapixel. And then, like I said, it's got HDR, 4K 120, so you can get some super sweet cinematic slow motion shots if that's your thing, I guess. To me, I never shoot that high, but you know, it is for a lot of people. And it just gives you options as a content creator or someone who wants to shoot video and pictures of their family and have many options. Like I said, 8K up to 30 frames, 4K up to 120. 8K is kind of a gimmick right now. I know 8K is in its infancy and it will be here soon, but it's just a flex, I believe. The front camera is an in-display 32 megapixel. Nice. It does all the same things. It does 4K up to 60 frames per second. So one big caveat is this is the global version of this phone, so the battery is significantly smaller. So the Chinese version has, I believe, a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. This one drops to 5410. I'm not sure what that is, if it's something to do with, you know, imports or meeting certain demands of certain, you know, regions, I'm not sure, but it does offer 90 watts hypercharge and 80 watts wireless charge if you have the supported equipment, I guess you could say. And like most flagships, if you guys noticed it when I was quickly opening it, there's nothing in the box, right? No charger. Well, let's see what we have in here. We'll keep going over some of the other features. So inside the box, they do give you a cable, okay, some books, and a plastic hard shell case, which is nice. A lot of phone companies still don't do this, but you know, for 90 watts and 80 watts, they don't include a brick. So most people, I would assume, aren't going to have one of these 80 watt, 90 watt chargers sitting around. So you're probably not going to be charging at its ultra high fast rate. But if you said, like, we'll go back over this again. So when I pre-ordered this from Xiaomi's website in the UK, it did come with a bunch of freebies. The first of which was this, a Xiaomi 120 watt hypercharge adapter. So I can get the most out of the wired charging. I don't have the wireless charger, but either way, nice to have. Don't know if the promo's still going, but this was included for free when I pre-ordered. Okay, that's one of the freebies you get. In addition to this, Xiaomi is introducing their Hyper AI, which is AI writing, speech recognition, interpreter, creative assistant, circle to search, Google Gemini. You know, in photo apps, you can erase, click to erase, all that stuff. Comes with a 3D dual channel cooling system, ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint reader, which is great because ultrasonics are fast. Also has AI face unlock, but again, without the 3D bits or having a pixel, I'm not sure how great that'll be, but we'll give it a test. Does have NFC, and it supports most 5G, 4G, LTE, you know, carriers. I just don't know if they'll do it here in the US. That's a big caveat. Again, I talk about this all the time. If you're going to spend this kind of money and you're going to import this phone, make sure you're running a carrier that's going to support it. And from my experience, T-Mobile is one of the few that will actually work. If it does, AT&T and anything else, you're pretty much stuck. Will not work. Does have Wi-Fi 7 capability, Wi-Fi 6E, Miracast, all that stuff. The one thing I have noticed that this, and I also have the Vivo X200 Pro, which is by far my favorite camera phone until I got this, and we'll make sure that's true or not, is something that an Ultra you'd think would be ultra wideband. So I own a Tesla, so I use a Samsung S25. It's got ultra wideband. So when I walk up to the back of my car, my trunk will automatically open if I'm close by and I have my hands full. It also helps with the location because your phone is your key. It makes it a little more accurate, moreover than Bluetooth. Apple has ultra wideband. Pixel phones have ultra wideband, but some of these imported flagships do not. And it kind of surprised me because Xiaomi actually has an EV that they're working on, and I'm surprised this was omitted from their phone. Maybe that car doesn't use it, I don't know. But besides that, guys, that's basically the phone in a nutshell, and I just totally botched that, so we're just gonna rip it open and get into it. So as you can see as I open it, it is the two-tone, and it's freezing cold because it's been outside, and even though it is springtime almost, it's still kind of cold where I'm at. Let's get this all this sticker off, and here it is. Look at this, you guys. It's got like a vegan leather feel and an aluminum cold metal feel here. You can see that's you have telephoto, and you got your other cameras here. Leica branding, and this is what I was talking about. This little, it's hard to see, this little ultra badge is only on this two-tone color. This is probably one of the more popular colors. And another thing I've noticed about ultra phones is they kind of bland with their color choice. So this is by far a beautiful phone, but I'm saying you don't get purples, pinks, blues, yellows. I mean, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro was just released in the 3A in a blue color. That was fantastic, and it's a budget phone. So something about maybe being more reserved when you have a ultra premium phone, I don't know. So this is the known camera system, and it's been touted as, and last year, if it's anything like last year, it's going to be one of my favorite phones of the year. Obviously, Xiaomi branding, nothing on the top except for antenna lines. You got power and volume, got your SIM and your charging, and that's pretty much it. Interesting enough, I only see one speaker on the bottom, and so I'm going to guess they used the front speaker for the stereo, and then you have your front camera right there. You're probably hard to see. So you're wondering, and I'm not going to open all these, but like the charger was one of the freebies that it came with. Another thing that wasn't a freebie, it was like 99 pounds, it was like super cheap, was it was offered at pre-order. I think it's about $200 if you buy it outright, is this. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra Photography Kit Legend Edition. So just to kind of tie this all in, I'll do this with this video as well. So what makes this so great is that this phone is a camera beast. And to be a camera beast, you gotta have camera features. And it does, it packs tons of software, hardware especially. But let's say you wanna have a little more power, you know, battery life. Let's say you wanna have a little more fun. You got the kit. So like last year, you just got some filter adapters. So you can put this on and you have any filters. And then you have the, just a cover, like a, goes around the outside of the phone screen there. And you got part of it. You got even more, some for your thumb. So the buttons, and this is all going to come together once I pull everything out here. You're going to see where all this stuff can kind of go. And this is what we're talking about. So this is the case. This is a special case, all in red. I guess that's what they call it, the Legendary Edition. And you get this little hole here. This is what locks the grip on. So in addition to that, let's see what else we got in the box here. Before we get to the grip. Looks like you got a box here, you got some instructions, and you've got a charging cable. Now you're wondering what, oh no, it's a lanyard, it's not a charging cable. And then what I thought it was a charging cable, let's see. Yeah, this is a lanyard, so like most phones or most cameras, you can have this around your wrist, and it shouldn't have any problems falling off because everything is locked on. And this is the magical thing. So this not only has a shutter button, and you can see this little hole there, and that's where the other accessories come in handy. So you have buttons you can screw right on top of here, and then you have this, which also adds a little more placement for your fingers so you can hold the camera better. And then I'm gonna guess this is probably for the lanyard. And basically here's how it works. And I'm not gonna put all the accessories on, but you take the phone like that. It sucks you have to cover up this beautiful phone, but you put this on and it gives you that red vibe. Now this has a USB little port here. You put it right under the bottom of the phone, like that. And then should be a locking mechanism right here. Hit that, and it locks. And you can see the green light. So it's got a battery, 2,000 milliamp hour battery inside this, and it automatically turns the phone on. So I'm gonna take this off because it's gonna be throwing some weird things, because it does have settings. Once you attach this device, it does give you some settings as to, you know, with the battery itself. For example, you can choose to only use the battery in the grip when the phone is at a certain battery level, so that way you get about, it gives you about 30 to 33% charge. So you get an extra couple hours of filming, so on and so forth. So like I said, guys, this has been a quick look of the 15 Ultra from Xiaomi and the photography kit. In addition to that, if you pre-ordered, you not only got the photography kit for real cheap, but you also got the charger. Like I said, you got this quick charger so you can actually utilize its full potential when wired. And they even threw in a brand new Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro. So this is a pretty middle of the line tablet, nothing to run home about. I'm gonna do a separate video on that, but this has been a quick look at the Xiaomi 15 Ultra and the photography kit Legend Edition. My name is Jason with Tuna Tech. We'll get you next time.